Omega! We know you've missed going back to school to meet with your friends, resume your activities, and just be able to get back to how life was like on campus. But for the UMians who didn't get to set foot on campus yet, whether you are in basic education, senior high school, or college, let's take a little trip to the campus you can hopefully get to visit soon as you finish your education with Luckily, we've got some of our beloved teachers to show you around UM's colleges and campuses, so you'll know what to expect when you come back to school.
It's only proper to start to the place where it all began. The Bolton and Embassy campus were among the first structures to be put up as the University of Mindanao was starting to make a name for itself 75 years ago. Here at the Bolton side, you can find many of the offices for student services like the registrar, student accounting office, and cashier, among others. There's also a canteen where students and employees can purchase healthy food. Going further into Bolton campus, you can find on the first floor the College of Legal Education, where aspiring lawyers take their Juris Doctor degrees. There is even a dedicated library for law students across the cool and shaded quadrangle. On your way to the staircase to get the second floor, you get to pass by the AVR 3, where lots of programs and other small gatherings are held. Going up to the second floor, you can find the office of the College of Business Administration Education. is the only school in Mindanao granted a Center of Excellence by CHED for its business and management programs, as well as Level 4 accreditation by the PACOCOA. So if you're planning on a career in business-related dealings, the CBAE is for you. Our college offers the following programs under the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in entrepreneurship, legal management, real estate management, marketing management, financial management, human resource management, and the new program, major in business analytics. The third floor also houses our expansive library and information center. That covers the Bolton side. Let's head on over to the Embassy campus. Across the Bolton is the Embassy side, and it's named that way because it used to be the grounds for Japanese embassy back in World War II. Today, it is a sprawling area that houses the gymnasium for large events, our admission office, our Center for Health Services, or the student clinic and the external relation office out front on the first floor. Going up, you can find the International Affairs Office where matters for foreign exchange students are processed, among others. And walking further, you will find the office of the Senior High School Department. Outside of the Embassy campus, on the Ponciano side, we have the Multitest Diagnostic Center, which offers various laboratory services like blood testing, x-ray, and doctor consultations. Bolton and Embassy campus are located at the heart of downtown Davao, so it's easy to commute from here to many other places you might need to go. And speaking of which, did you know that has a campus at Matina? I'll send you over to our teacher friends in Matina campus and they can show you around.
We're now inside the University of Mindanao's largest campus. The 28-hectare Matina campus encompasses the Matina area going up to Maa. Right beside the Gravahan exit is the Basic Education Building, where it caters from kindergarten up to junior high school students with lots of space for learning and play.
Going further inside the campus, you'll spot the 4-story Business Engineering Building. Its first and second floor houses laboratories for engineering programs. It is the premier engineering school for its Level 4 accreditation granted by the PACOCOA and the Center of Development Status by the Commission on Higher Education. College of Engineering offers the following programs: Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, and Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, major in structural, water resource, transportation, and geotechnical. The third floor of the BE building is home to Davao Region's roster of top-notchers of the CPA licensure examination. The College of Accounting Education has Level 3 accreditation from PACACOA and is certified by the Commission on Higher Education as a Center of Development. The College of Accounting Education offers the following programs: Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, Bachelor of Science in Internal Auditing, Bachelor of Science in Accounting Information System, Bachelor of Science in Management Accounting. The Learning and Information Center takes up the entire topmost floor of the BE building. It houses all the university's books available for borrowing.
Let's take a scenic trip to the College of Hospitality Education.
Located near the Matina Gymnasium, the College of Hospitality Education has Level 3 accreditation from PACACOA and offers the following programs: Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management and Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. The College of Hospitality Education also has industry-level facilities like the La Spezia Mini Hotel, the Function Hall, and the kitchen and bakery areas. Located behind the gymnasium is the hangar, where students can test their inventions and other experiments. The hangar holds the university's Coleoptera Research Center, the first university-based center in the Philippines dedicated to study the conservation and cataloging of Philippine beetle species. Every large university, such as has a place where students gather for major events. And doesn't just have its Bolton Gymnasium. We also have the Matina Gymnasium too, equipped with fold-away bleachers and professional standard flooring for the courts. The gym is the perfect venue for sporting and other extracurricular activities.
Despite being a bustling school, there's plenty of space in Matina for some quiet time and to be surrounded by nature. Matina has a mini forest with tables and benches because believes that learning and rest isn't just limited to the walls of a room. Is this tour making you a little hungry? Across the gymnasium is the university canteen and food court, which serves a variety of affordable meals, snacks, and drinks, where students can eat comfortably. Tables are regularly sanitized and electric fans are provided. Let's head down to the GET building. Named after the school's founder, Guillermo E. Torres, the building is home to Davao Region's producer of top-notchers in the licensure examinations for teachers. The College of Teacher Education offers the following programs: Bachelor of Elementary Education, Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, Bachelor of Special Needs Education, Bachelor of Physical Education, and Bachelor in Secondary Education, major in Biological Sciences, English, Social Studies, Filipino, and Mathematics. Also, found on the first floor of the GET building is the Audio-Visual Room 2, an air-conditioned and carpeted, fully equipped facility with cinema-style folded seating, which is frequently used for different programs. The second and third floor of the GET building is occupied by the premier criminology school in Davao, the College of Criminal Justice Education. The CCJE offers Bachelor of Science in Criminology and Bachelor of Science in Industrial Security Management. Heading further inside the campus, away from GET, we'll reach the DPT building. Named after former school president Dolores P. Torres, the four-story building houses the mini auditorium, the Quality Management Office, Research and Publication Center, Institute of Pedagogical and Assessment Center, some laboratories, and pocket gardens on its first floor. Located on the DPT's second floor is the College of Arts and Sciences Education. CASE offers the following programs: Bachelor of Arts in English, Bachelor of Arts in Communication, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, Bachelor of Science in Agroforestry, Bachelor of Science in Forestry, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Bachelor of Science in Public Administration, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, and Bachelor of Science in Social Work. The third floor of the DPT building houses the College of Health Sciences Education, or the CHSE. CHSE offers Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy, Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology, and Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics. Sharing the floor with CHSE is the College of Computing Education. CCE offers Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Bachelor of Science in Information System, Bachelor of Science in Entertainment and Multimedia Computing, major in Game Development and Digital Animation. The topmost floor of the DPT building is home to the Creative Academic Unit of the College of Architecture and Fine Arts Education. CAFAE offers Bachelor of Science in Architecture, Bachelor of Fine Arts major in Painting. Let's head back down and you'll see that across the DPT building is our Professional Schools building. It is led by its Dean, Dr. Eugenio S. Guhao, and serves to bring globally recognized ISO standard and PACOCOA accredited postgraduate and doctorate degrees to more Dabaweños. We're about to head out now, but before we leave, let's take a look at the Oval Track and Sports Stadium. It has a 400-meter rubberized track suitable for track and field training and other sporting activities. The sports stadium served as the venue for the 2019 Palarong Pambansa.
Thanks for joining this campus tour. Oh, by the way, even though is already a formidable university that is second in the whole Philippines to offer the most number of PACOCOA accredited programs, we do not rest. The administration keeps on working very hard just to be sure that more Filipinos here and abroad are able to obtain quality, affordable, and open education. Stick around as we discuss the online enrollment process and online learning management system. Hope to have you here at soon, ga!
All right, good afternoon mga ga, and welcome to the University of Mindanao. You just have seen the two campuses of here at Davao City, and that's the Bolton and also the Matina campus. And we are very happy to have with you guys this afternoon and be able to present to you programs here in the University of Mindanao, specifically in the College of Engineering Education. All right. So let me share my screen. And again, welcome to this program info session for the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering and also the Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering. So hopefully na hindi pa kayo naantok and hopefully that you will enjoy of knowing what are the perks of enrolling these two programs. And by the way, you'll be able to know what are the things that you may encounter as you enroll in these two programs, because together with us this afternoon are the two competent and very excellent professors from the College of Engineering Education. May we see the video or the camera? May we on the camera of Professor Harley Bricks Habahab and also Professor Larry Jun Escala. So these are the two excellent and very competent gentlemen from the College of Engineering Education. So later on, they will be tackling these two programs. And we would like also you to know, guys, that this program info session is actually streaming live in our YouTube channel. So if you will be having problems with regards to your connections, you can just go to our YouTube channel. You just have to search the University of Mindanao Official. And don't forget to subscribe and also click the notification button. All right. So I guess everyone is excited. And you can actually share the links that we've given to you via email if there are friends or colleagues or classmates that also they are also interested to know these engineering programs. All right, so can we have a thumbs up from our incoming freshmen if they are now excited and ready to listen and be informed of these two programs? Can we have a like button there? All right, thank you so much, Jana, for that like button, and Elton, and I believe they're now ready. All right, so without further ado, let's start our program info session. And once they're done, not telling all those, telling the presentation. So after the presentation, they can have your questions. All right, so without further ado, let's start with the first program, the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Harley Briggs Habahab, Faculty of BS Electrical Engineering. Virtual round of applause, please.
Okay, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, aspiring engineers.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So, since you are here, I assume na you have decided or you have interest, in enrolling engineering programs, especially electrical engineering and electronics engineering program. So, since nag-share na ba akong screen?
Yes, sir, but not the PowerPoint presentation.
Okay, so start. So, by the way, again, good afternoon and welcome to the University of Mindanao online program information session. And I am Engineer Harley Briggs P. Habahab. So I'm gonna discuss to you the all about Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering program. So before we start, I hope everyone is participative and interacting now. So before we start, before we discuss furthermore, so let me ask you a question. What comes into your mind when you hear electrical engineering or generally engineering subjects? So I'll give you some moment para mag-isipan na. So what are the basic, what are the most misconceptions about engineering? So first one would be the word difficult. So di ba? Difficult. They say that engineering, of course, engineering is difficult. So mostly mathematics, and they say if dili ka bright ug math, dili ka mag-survive sa engineering. But no, again, it is a misconception. So as we go on with this information session, so you will know. So you will have a enlightenment. So regarding sa engineering, specifically electrical engineering program. So let's have an overview first of the course. So electrical engineering is an engineering discipline concerned with the study, design, and application of devices, and systems which use electricity, electronics, and electromagnetism. So electrical engineers work in a very wide range of industries, and the skills required are likewise variable. So usually we hear sa tuang parents, like if akong anak is an electrical engineer, so kabalo siya mag-change o kabalo siya mag-ilis o bulb sa amuang balay kanang na nibuto na suga. So usually we hear that, and engineer patukod kog balay. So that's what we kanang usually hear from others, So electrical engineers, so the skills required are likewise variable. So this range from circuit theory to the management skills of a project manager. So usually if we see a construction, so we usually see naka-white hard hat. So they are usually the engineers. So if that interests you, kung makakita mo na nila, so it is a sign that you have interest in taking electrical engineering to be general specifically electrical engineering. So under the law, we have Republic Act 7920. So that is the electrical engineering law. So it states that a person is deemed to be in a practice of electrical engineering when he renders or offers to render professional electrical engineering service in the form of, the first one is consultation. So this is this Republic Act states what are the practices that are allowed to practice here in the Philippines under this law. So first one is the consultation, investigation, valuation, and management of services requiring electrical engineering knowledge. So basically, these are the persons that kanang practitioners. They are the practitioners of the practitioners of electrical engineering. So by the way, then the next one is the design and preparation of plans, specifications, and estimates for electric power systems, power plants, power distribution systems, including power transformers, transmission lines, and network protection, switchgear, building wiring, electrical machines, equipment, and others. So under this section, so it states that design and preparation of plans. So basically, under this are the design engineers. So in general, so these are the design engineers for the electric power systems and power plants. So power plants, what are the examples of power plants? So here in Davao, we have TSI, which is under Aboitiz Power Corporation. So we also have the Maria Cristina Falls na hydroelectric power plant. So power distribution systems. So in Davao, we have Davao Light Power Company, and for the Davao del Sur, we have Dasureco. So design and preparation and specifications and estimates. So what are estimates? So they are the costing. So estimates, or other known as costing. So the next one, the third one, supervision of erection, installation, testing, and commissioning of power plants, substations, transmission line, and industrial plants, and others. So supervision, di ba? Kanina we have preparation of plans. So after a plan is being finalized, so we have a supervision. So also an engineer can supervise the erection, installation, and testing and commissioning of these projects. So the fourth one, supervision of operation and maintenance of electrical equipment in power plants, industrial plants, watercrafts, electric locomotives, and others. So aside from the supervision of erection or the construction, we also have a supervision of operation and maintenance. So we have a lot of professionals now under this under the field. So the fifth one, supervision of the manufacture and repair of electrical equipment, including switchboards, transformers, generators, motors, apparatus, and others. So aside from the installation of the supervision of the construction, supervision of kanang operation and maintenance, we also have supervision of the manufacture. So basically, these are the electrical equipment na makita nato during the construction. So we have engineers, electrical engineers, that supervises the manufacture. So basically, these are the panel boards, so switchboards, transformers, generators, and motors. And the sixth one is the teaching of electrical engineering professional subjects. So this is the what we call in academe. So, and I am one of the example of under this field. So teaching of electrical engineering professional subjects. So if you are already licensed, you can teach electrical engineering professional subjects, given that you have masters in engineering program and other continuing development, professional development na education. So then the last one, taking charge of the sale and distribution of electrical equipment and systems requiring engineering calculations or applications of engineering data. So the last one is taking charge of the sale. So we have also electrical engineers that is in charge of sales. So what are these? Unsay lahang ginabaligya? So these are basically the electrical materials, electrical equipment. So basically generators, transformers, wires and cables. So also engineers can take that path in the sale and distribution of electrical equipment and materials. So after hearing that, we have these different career paths, fields that we can possibly dream of after taking electrical engineering. So how UM will help you transform that dream into reality. So first, let's discuss the vision of the UM. So vision. By 2022, a globally recognized institution providing quality, affordable, and open education. So by 2022, it's this year. So UM is at this point, globally recognized na siya. So providing quality. What do you mean by quality? So it means that you can get the most out of your investment in your education. So next one is affordable. Yes, UM has within the Davao region. UM is part of the affordable education system, and the last one is open education. So what do we mean by open education? So that means wala tayong entrance exam. So open education, and also education is open to all aspects of life. So the next one, mission, to provide a dynamic and supportive academic environment through the highest standards of instruction, research, and extension in a non-sectarian institution committed to democratizing access to education. So now UM adheres the values of excellence, honesty and integrity, innovation, and teamwork. So if you are a student of UM, by next semester, hopefully, so we assume that these values i-adhere nato ni. So excellence, honesty and integrity, innovation, and teamwork. And the core competency of the UM, quality, affordable, and education. So as stated sa atuang vision. So here, in line with the vision, mission, values, and core competency of the University of Mindanao, so we have a program education objective or PEO sa electrical engineering. So this is the objective, what do we expect from you after graduation, 3 to 5 years after graduation? So BCE graduates are expected to, first one is to demonstrate professional expertise with ethical responsibility in the practice of electrical engineering profession, and show dedication and initiative in electrical engineering research, innovation, or entrepreneurial ventures and professional development. So under entrepreneurial ventures, so soon, hopefully, one of you guys will become a contractor. So may be electrical contractor or subcontractor. So professional development. So most of the students, they feel that they need a continuing professional development. So most of them they mag-schooling, so they take master's degree, PhD in engineering. So the next one, we have the students' outcome. So in line with the PEO, or the program educational objective. So before we see, how before we expect you 3 to 5 years after graduation. So how are we going to do that? So we have these student outcomes. So money ang goal sa program. So upon graduation, the BSE students are expected to demonstrate a ability to apply knowledge of mathematics and science to solve engineering problems. So here comes now mathematics and science to solve engineering problems. So yes, tama tong gingon na mostly we need skills in mathematics and science. So in taking engineering programs. The next one, ability to design and conduct experiments, as well as to analyze and interpret data. Yes, that is given. And the third one, ability to design a system, component, or process to meet desired needs with realistic constraints such as economic, environmental, social, political, ethical, health and safety, manufacturability, and sustainability in accordance with standards. So if after graduation we decide to become a design engineer, so we expect that the BSEE graduates of UM has the ability to design a system, component, or process to meet desired needs. So it is I am one of the I can testify with this student outcome. So after I graduated BSEE, I worked nagwork ko sa construction industry. So I am a design engineer, and yes, they prefer UM graduates. Why? Because UM graduates has already the background in design. So design subjects in UM, specifically sa electrical engineering, they focus, they give effort to teach students how to design not just balay, but also equipments, transformers, generators, and others. So the next one, ability to function in multidisciplinary teams. Yes, as an engineer, we dili lang dapat mag-function as electrical engineer, but we have to function in multidisciplinary teams. What are these other disciplines? We have, for example, in construction industry, so we have civil engineers. We need to function as a team with them, with civil engineers, mechanical engineers, electronics engineers, and other disciplines. Next one, ability to identify, formulate, and solve engineering problems. Yes, this is related to SOA. So ability to identify, formulate, and solve engineering problems with the help of mathematical skills and science skills. So understanding of professional and ethical responsibility. Yes, if after you graduate, after you get your license as electrical engineer, so we need to understand what are our professional and ethical responsibilities in the community, so as a whole. So next one, ability to communicate effectively. Then the next one is a broad education necessary to understand the impact of engineering solutions in a global, economic, environmental, and societal context. Then next one, recognition of the need for and an ability to engage in lifelong learning. So under this SO, so we expect that the students feel the need for professional development. So That's mga na akong mention kanina that graduates may feel they need to pursue further education, in relation to electrical engineering. Then J, knowledge of contemporary issues. Next, ability to use techniques, skills, and modern engineering tools necessary for engineering practice. So, and under this SO, University of Mindanao Electrical Engineering is proud to show you or to have electrical engineering laboratory, or we basically call EE Lab. So which is a state-of-the-art facility. So here at the EE Lab, now we have different equipment, materials, and tools which will help you, prepare to become competent professional. So after you graduate or in the field that you may take. So next one, knowledge and understanding of engineering and management principle as a member and leader in a team to manage projects and in multidisciplinary environment. So we have programs or courses that tackles management, project management, and kanang leadership programs. So we have different courses for that. So, and there are also engineers that they take how do I say this? They take the path, in project management. So later on, I will show you the professionals, proud graduates of University of Mindanao in electrical engineering. So what are the career path for electrical engineers? So let me move this para makita na to. So career path for electrical engineers. So we have, so as a summary of the, so where should I put this? So as a summary of the fields that electrical engineers may take. So we have production industry, construction industry, sales, power distribution, and academe. So we have professionals, and we are proud to present to you, they are new graduates or fresh graduates na sa field as mentioned. So first one, we have production industry. So we have Engineer Joel Lunero and Engineer Michael Eromon. So they are alumnus batch 2020. So they are production specialists sa Universal Robina Corporation. So this is what they usually do. So production specialist. Then construction industry. We have Engineer Mark Vincent Sumampong. So again, he is a alumnus, alumnus batch 2020. So he is a design engineer, quantity surveyor, bidding officer at CCO Engineering, Construction, and Supply. So design engineer, so from the picture, then quantity surveyor, that is basically the estimator or provide sa costing of a project, and a bidding officer. So he manages bidding projects sa ilahang company. And the next one is, so we have Engineer Ervin J. Ugia. So he is alumnus batch 2020, and he is a project engineer at EN Escalante Construction Incorporated. So this one project is patio suites sa may gilid sa Abrisa. So he is a project engineer at that site or at that project. So the next one, and how are we going to? The next one, sales. So we have Engineer Lindsay Juni Cataylo, so alumnus batch 2019. He is a sales engineer at Alferez Steel Fabrication, and Emma Electrical Design and Engineering Services. So power distribution. So we have Engineer Richard T. Regidor, so alumnus batch 2013. He is a line design engineer at the Davao Light and Power Company, or the DLPC. So why choose to study BSEE? So we have first the quality of the program. So the first one is BSEE is a level 4 PACOCOA accredited program. So what it means by a level 4 PACOCOA accredited program? Programs that have been highly respected as a very high academic programs in the Philippines and with prestige and authority comparable to similar programs in excellent foreign university. Next, PTC accredited, and CHED, or the Commission on Higher Education Center of Development. So Center of Development refers to a department within a higher education institution which demonstrates the potential to become a center of excellence in the future. So the next one is the quality of the teachers. So we have our very own electrical engineering faculty. We have first Engineer Nicanor B. Fabracwer Jr., our program head for the electrical engineering program. He is a master in engineering program, or MAP, in EE. So we have Engineer Consuelo Tan, MS in mathematics, so masters in mathematics. Engineer Kenneth D. Saturinas, our EE lab custodian, so MEP ongoing. We also have Engineer Edward T., Master in Engineering Program, still ongoing. So yours truly, Engineer Harley Brick Sabahab, so MAP ongoing. We have Engineer Paul Infante, still ongoing, Master in Engineering Program. Engineer J. Ford B. Torres, also MAP ongoing. Engineer Vanessa Jones Balayo, and Engineer Richard T. Regidor, Master Engineering Program, also ongoing. So why is it na ongoing, mostly ongoing? So to provide a kind of quality instruction to the students, though the teachers or the faculty is not limited to kanang registered electrical engineering, but also a master in the field, or master in the field. So we have master engineering program. So we are required to study further study engineering program. So the next one is state-of-the-art facility. So as I have stated a while ago, now we have our EE lab, or the electrical engineering laboratory. So as can be seen in the picture, so we have the equipment, the tools that could prepare you to become a competent in the field that you may take. So later on, we will show a short clip of the electrical engineering laboratory. So here, passing rate of, so this reflects the competency of the electrical engineering. So we have September 2016. So from the data, we have 95.24%, and until September 2021, which is the latest board exam, we have 83.33%, or 20 out of 24 passing rate. So we also have the quality of the graduates. So we have the electrical engineering legion of top-notchers. We have Engineer Richard T. Regidor. So as I have presented kanina, as a part of our faculty force. So we have Sir Richard Ridor, so 4th placer in the September 2013 REE, and a 10th placer September 2013 registered master's electrician. We have Engineer Jesse Jones Okendo, 8th placer, February 2014 registered electrical engineering board exam, and Engineer Prince Rainier Yamyamin, 9th placer of the September 2014 registered electrical engineer. So to show you an overview, of what the experience of a electrical engineering student, so let me show you a video. So hopefully you enjoy this video.
Welcome to the University of Mindanao Electrical Engineering Department. The BE building, where the future engineers and accountants become excellent professionals in their respective expertise. The EE laboratory is located at the ground floor. UM provides quality education with a state-of-the-art facility. Due to COVID restrictions, face-to-face classes are not allowed. UMEE provides blended learning for EE laboratory classes using LabVault simulation software. Students can simulate practical laboratories for their major subjects. Aside from academic learning, UMEE also excel and engage in competitions, outreach programs, and field trips, which make the whole college journey memorable and fun. Be one of us.
All right. So hopefully you find it interesting, no, studying electrical engineering. So for further information, you can visit umindanao.edu.ph or umindanao.edu.ph/college/CEE. So I think that would be all, and thank you everyone for your time. So
All right, thank you so much again, Sir Bricks, no, for those information with regards to the electrical engineering. All right, so madami-daming information yon na and very exciting no, ng mga perks of enrolling no, in the electrical engineering program of the university. And so without further ado, let's go to the next program. And that's the Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering. And to discuss further about this program, we have here Professor Larry June Escala, Faculty of the BS Electronics Engineering. Sir?
Yes, sir. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I am Engineer Larry Juniscala, and I am an electronics engineer. So today I'm going to discuss or present to you some a glimpse of what to expect when you enroll as an electronics engineer in the University of Mindanao. But before anything else, no, I would like to present muna a video presentation about things that we do in the University of Mindanao as an ECE student. So this was actually a video presentation compiled by the electronics engineering students. So I want it to share it to you what they have experienced during their time in the University of Mindanao. Okay, so that was actually the activities no, that they have countered before the pandemic. So as you can see, no, life of an engineering is not all about um, um, facing a book, not all about facing mathematical problems. So we also have different types of activities that we can actually um, share with each of the students, diba? It's like living the life of a student. So, so today I'm gonna discuss to you all about the things that you have to know when it comes to electronics engineering. So these are some of the frequent asked questions during our interview. So these are some of the things that you have to learn when you want to enroll in electronics engineering. So first thing is, what is electronics engineering and how it differs with the other engineering courses like the electrical engineering, computer engineering to be specific. So when we say electronics engineering, okay, so engineering is a discipline that involves designing and developing electronic equipment. So as you can see, it actually differs it somewhat differs with the electrical engineering, because technically electrical engineering is mas broad ilang scope or mas dagko ng mga equipment, and then when it comes to electronics engineering, it involves designing, developing electronic equipments. So electronics engineers are said to be innovators as we apply what we have learned and research to improve devices and systems we use every day. So if you look around, diba, we have lots of gadgets in our house, in everywhere. So one of the people who contributed in modernizing the world is the electronics engineers. So from studying various electronic components, software, and circuitries, to integrating and building systems, we innovate to meet society's communication, technology, and energy needs. So that's how exciting electronics engineering is, because it is really a challenging job. If you are an electronics engineering, it is a really challenging job, pero it is an interesting profession. Okay, so if you want to know the differences between electronics engineering and the other courses, specifically with the electrical engineering and the computer engineering, so here's actually the difference. So when it comes to the difference between the ECE and EE, or electronics engineering and electrical engineering, so somewhat they are the same, pero when it comes to the specialized studies or focus of their studies, there is a slight difference. So when we talk about electrical engineering as being discussed by Engineer Briggs a while ago, diba? Electrical engineering is a broader field, and it includes electronics engineering as well as other areas such as power systems, signal processing, and communication. So broader nga field. When it comes to comparing it with the ECE, or electronics engineering, it is typically more focused specifically on the design, optimization, and management of electronic devices. So those mga components that could made up an electronic system, like sa inyong laptops, TVs, radios, cell phones, those mga equipment or mga those mga electronic components that is makita sa itong mga gadgets, those are gina-focus nga ginastudihan in this course. Okay? While knowledge of networks and power systems can be valuable, these are not commonly areas of focus for electronics engineers. So mas broader ang field sa electrical engineering, and then sa electronics engineering more focused on the designing and analyzing mga electrical circuits and electronic components. Next is also the difference between ECE and CPE, or the computer engineering. So as you can see, it's actually somewhat in between with the EE, or electrical engineering, and the computer engineering. So when you say computer engineering, so computer engineers study the function of computer hardware and how to design, build, and use hardware with its software. So mainly, they focuses on the software and also the hardware. They analyze, develop, or innovate in order to design and build this software. So computer engineers often assist with the software engineering process as experts on the hardware they build. So when it comes to electronic engineers compared to the computer engineers, so it's more on the same gap on the concept with the I have mentioned earlier, the study and the principles of electricity, more on microelectronics, again, the components that could build up mga electronic systems, and how electricity interacts with hardware parts. So that is you can differ the ECE with the CPE. Okay, so now let's talk about the uniqueness of ECE. So I'm not gonna compare ECE with the other mga with the other courses or engineering courses, because basically each of the courses has its own uniqueness. So that's why I'm gonna talk focus on the ECE and how it interests me as myself when I want to nag-enroll ako as an electronic engineering student before. Okay, so why electronics engineering? Okay, so first thing that could bear in mind when we talk about electronics engineering is you will become a lifelong innovator. As you can see, as you go through along electronics engineering na course, you will learn a lot when it comes to designing, analyzing circuitries, mga gadgets, okay, robotics, or whatever you want or interest in that is under the electronics engineering field. You will be more interested, and with that, you can innovate more, enhance, or develop mga systems in order nga para mas satisfy pa ang human needs, right? So you will become a lifelong innovator. The second one is the ability to help the world. So once you become an electronics engineering, you have the ability to help the world. As you can see, our life nowadays are very convenient, diba? Compared to the past. We can do purchase just one click away. We can send messages just one click away. Before, it's really hard to do these things. But because of the innovations and inventions of the brilliant people behind these creations of mga yung mga devices that help us or aid us to live comfortably. So in that case, we actually help the world in modernizing and also helping human to achieve their goal and also to be modernized. Next is to utilize what you learn. So not all courses, what they have learned would actually utilize when they are on the job. So when you become an electronics engineer, whatever you have learned from the college, you will actually utilize it during your job. Okay, so that's what makes it also interesting. And also we have here the scope for high salaries. Of course, we are aiming to have a better job where we can enjoy, which is also offering high salaries, because technically we human, we really need to sustain ourselves with this money. So that's why it is also a good thing that once you become an electronics engineer, there is really a scope for high salaries, especially if you are learning a skill. So here in the University of Mindanao, you can really learn a lot of skills, which is very useful when it comes to different jobs nga offered sa industry. So these skills could be an advantage for you to the other mga graduates that could potentially be the reason for higher higher salaries. Then we also have here better career prospects. So as you can see, electronics engineering courses is actually a versatile na course. Could pwede siya ma-inline sa electrical engineering and also with the computer engineering in between. So that's why it has the better career prospects and also the possibility to work overseas. I know some of you really wanted to work overseas, and having the chance to work overseas could be by getting a degree in electronics engineering. So there is really a possibility to work overseas once you become an electronics engineer. So what are the things that need to be needs to be prepared? But I know you are all trying to see what are the possible courses that you wanted to enroll when you become a college student. So, real talk lang talaga. I know some of you are interested or some of you are not, but bear in mind that electronics engineering is not an easy na course. Okay? So we are talking about your future here, di ba? So that's why it is really important that you have to assess yourself if you are qualified enough to be an electronics engineer. Though, okay, I'm not discouraging everyone, no? Because technically, I know some of students are actually versatile to the point na mga late bloomers, di ba? But still, di ba, to survive this engineering na course, di ba? It's all about the being wise, being hard worker. So that's why I have some tips in order to assess yourself if it's are you suitable enough to be one of the students to be want to be enrolled in the electronics engineering course. So first, if you love mathematics and science, so engineering really talks more about the mathematics and sciences and everything in between, because technically this is more on designing. Okay, so you really have to deal with these subjects. And when choosing electronics engineering, if you are passionate about technologies and electronics, so you could be suitable for this to this course. And also creative when it comes to analysis and problem solving, while having a willingness to commit long hours of hard work. So these are some of the things that you have to evaluate yourself before entering this certain course. Because again, real talk lang, no, we are talking about your future, and I don't want you to be someone nga mag-regret in the near future. That's why it is really important, no, that this decision must be made with a lot of evaluation to yourself, because this is no ordinary decision. You are taking a risk for your future, and it is really important, no, that you really know your capabilities. But again, University of Mindanao is an open education institution, meaning to say we are accepting anyone who wants to enroll in the subjects, because as you can see, the teachers in the University of Mindanao are all versatile. In a case, di ba, they can cater different types of students, knowing that walang entrance exam, so anyone can enroll as much as they wanted to. But again, we are talking about your future here, so you must really be aware of all the things that you will be encountering when you enroll on a certain course. So one of the things is, what are the scope of electronics engineering? So I'm not gonna read all of these scopes of engineering, but as you can see, there are a lot of things or a lot of field that is under electronics engineering. So you can actually search for this one. So I have here the source here, the Republic Act number 9292, or what we call the Electronics Engineering Law of 2004. So you can actually see there the things, laws about electronics engineering, and also the practices of electronics engineering and its scope. So as you can see, daghan yun kaya tag scope nga nature of scope kung asa ta mag-work. Okay? So one of the frequent na questions again is how hard is electronics engineering? Okay, so this is one of the most frequent questions actually. So again, real talk, we are talking about your future here, and I don't want to sugarcoat everything, just to encourage everyone, because again, this is your future, and I want you to decide on a thing that you yourself is passionate about. So talking about electronics engineering is a fast-paced and challenging profession that requires rigorous and accurate course of study. It is necessary to consider and evaluate your strengths, interest, and motivation before entering this field. So as you can see, diba, in electronics engineering, or even the other engineering like electrical, civil engineering, computer engineering, it is not easy, because as we all know, the road to success was never easy. Okay, that is why you really have to evaluate yourself, your strengths. Okay, and as you go through pursuing this course, it is really expected that you will go under pressure, you will go under circumstances where there are a lot of problems, ups and downs, or struggles. But I tell you, once you receive your diploma, once you receive your degree, and even more, once you receive your license, once you pass the board exam, all of those hardships, all of those difficulties that you have encountered being a student, all of those are worth it. I tell you, I am a living testament of all those things that happened when I was still a student before. So I really encountered a lot of hardships pursuing this course. But because of my determination to pursue this course, I survive and be able to take the examination, board examination, and also pass the board examination. So that is why again and again and again, I am really telling everyone to really evaluate yourself, because this is not a joke. Everyone is welcome, but to survive engineering, not only electronics engineering, but other engineering courses, you really have to have this strength, emotionally stable, physically and mentally healthy. Okay, so electronics engineering is a very challenging but exciting job. Once you have mastered all the skills, it's time to think out of the box and enhance your creativity, while at the same time seeking an opportunity to flaunt away your exceptional talent. So that's what the electronics engineering all about, or what makes it interesting. Based on my experience, electronics engineering was not really my first choice. So it was my father who actually suggested electronics engineering for me. So myself, I went through a thorough research about what's electronics engineering all about, and it actually catch my attention. So once I started studying electronics engineering, everything went smoothly, though I actually have encountered difficulties and problems. But the thought of being interested in learning about electronics engineering makes me more eager to pursue. So really, because again, I have actually a dream before to invent a system where everything will be convenient or efficient. So that is why that's one of my motivations in order to pursue these courses. That's why, again, you have to pursue what are your goals in life. What do you want to be in the future, so that whenever you choose your certain profession, so there will be really there will no regrets in the future. Okay, so I'll be also sharing to you what are the engineering courses or electronics engineering courses. So as you can see here, it is actually divided generally into three. We have the mathematics and general science subjects. We have also the engineering core subjects and the specialized studies subjects. So what are the mathematics and general sciences subjects? An example for that one is linear algebra, trigonometry, analytic geometry, calculus, advanced mathematics, physics, chemistry, and other sciences like kinematics, thermodynamics. All of those math and general sciences will be encountered. Okay. We also have here engineering core subjects. So what are those examples of engineering core subjects? So we have here electronics, circuit analysis and design, principles of communication, control system, power electronics, and other engineering core subjects. And also we also have here the third one, which is the specialized studies. This is more focused on the telecommunications, the electronic system design and analysis. We also have here robotics, microelectronics, and other specialized studies. So one thing that actually catch my attention before was about the robotics, because technically I really have the ambition to create such devices or such electronic system. Okay, so these are the careers that you have to expect when you become an electronics engineer. So once you graduated as an electronics engineer, so what are the things or what are the possible work that you can encounter, that you can apply for? So first is teaching or the academy. So me, I am an example for this one. I am a product of the University of Mindanao, and also I became a teacher class 2018. So electronics engineer can be a teacher where the engineer gets a job as a professor of engineering courses at a university. Okay, and also consulting. So especially when you become a professional electronics engineer, so you are able to consult whenever services that you can offer. Okay, consulting for a plan, for example. So that's one of the careers that could possibly be inyong achieve later on if you choose to be an electronics engineer. The next is management. So where the engineer is assigned to manage group of people performing specific tasks. So this is actually more on engineer managers, where they manage people to do a certain job. For example, in a certain company, but these are the people, or these are the engineers that manage people. Then we also have here people, engineer who works in the government. So where the engineer may find employment in the government, performing any various tasks in monitoring. So what are those types of I have known a lot of friends who are also an electronics engineer who are working in the government, like Department of Energy, the DPWH. So these are some of the careers that you can look forward to. Another is also under construction. So this is also another career in electronics engineering, and also in sales. So it's with the engineer assist the company's customers to meet their needs, especially those require technical expertise. So, yan na siya. And this two, last one yata ne. So manufacturing, so where engineer is directly in charge of production personnel or assume responsibility for the product. So especially, for example, a company that manufactures cell phones, a company that manufactures electronic components. So electronics engineer are really hiring in demand in this kind of companies. Then you also have your design and development, where the engineer undertakes the activity of turning a product concept into a finished physical item. So this is more on continuous studying, meaning designing and development of an existing na electronic components. So they are in charge in improvement of a current design. Okay, so this is more on enhancing or innovation. And also we have your testing. So testing where the engineer works in a unit that new products or parts are tested for workability. And also the last one is research. Though there are still others, I'm just stating here some of the careers that you might encounter when you want to pursue electronics engineering course. So research, where the engineer is engaged in the process of learning about nature and codifying this knowledge into usable theories. Okay. Okay, so now let's talk about the electronics engineering department in the University of Mindanao. So as we all know, as being discussed earlier by Sir Briggs about the university's vision, mission, and goal. So the University of Mindanao is the largest private non-sectarian university in the Mindanao, located in the Davao City of the Southern Philippine Island. So basically, one of the things that I like about the University of Mindanao, it's core competence, which is quality, affordable, and open education. So open education, anyone can be enrolled as long as you want to be an engineer or any profession that you wanted to be. The University of Mindanao welcomes you. Okay, so that is why, from that point of view, we can actually tell that the faculty of the University of Mindanao are all versatile, where they can cater different types of students. Diba? So in order, di ba, pag ganyan yung system, diba, iba-iba talaga yung mga students that they can encounter. So that's why the faculty of the University of Mindanao must adapt to the situation, to the point that they need to cater different types of students. Okay, the University of Mindanao continues to improve its facilities. So I will be presenting to you later on some of the state-of-the-art facilities of the electronics engineering laboratories. Okay, so it is committed to construct and develop state-of-the-art facilities, and this include the audiovisual rooms, auditorium, libraries, speech laboratories, mini hotel, engineering and science laboratories, different learning resource centers, computer laboratory centers, e-learning, and computerized language centers. So these are some of the facilities that the University of Mindanao are continually trying to improve. Okay, so these are one of the things that I really like about the University of Mindanao, that they have this state-of-the-art facilities that could really help you in your pursuing career. So especially, for example, sa University of Mindanao, in the electronics engineering in the University of Mindanao. So we have here the laboratory, so ECE laboratory. So as you can see here, there are a lot of equipment which are needed and also would really help the students to achieve learnings that they need to learn in order for them to become a competent electronics engineer in the future. Okay, so the University of Mindanao when you want to enroll in the University of Mindanao under the electronics, the Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering. So these are the three program educational objectives of the University of Mindanao. Okay, so 3 to 5 years after graduation, the Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering graduates are expected to pursue to be globally competitive through engineering professionals engagement, completion of an advanced degree, and are participating in professional development programs or trainings. So these are the things that the University of Mindanao aims to see when the electronics engineering graduates after the graduation. So we have here the second one, demonstrate professional success through collaborations and innovation in the field, addressing technical, environmental, economic, social, political, and or business challenges. And also the third one is exhibit professional behavior and attitude in engineering practice. Okay, so these are the three program educational objectives that University of Mindanao is offering. So we have here, before I end my presentation, so I have here last video presentation about the things that you want, the things that you will be encountering in the University of Mindanao. So let's watch this video.
The pandemic has highlighted the innovation of each university for a new learning setup. However, University of Mindanao keeps on moving forward to educate and motivate students amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Thus, University of Mindanao maximized the use of technology through utilization of the learning management system. The university aims to give world-class quality of education where students can choose their course schedules for their convenience. Electronics engineering is a discipline that involves designing and developing electronic equipment. Electronics engineers are innovators who applies learnings and skills in the study of various electronic components, softwares, and circuitries. To integrate in building systems, we innovate the society's communication technology and energy needs. Electronics engineering is a fast-paced and challenging profession that requires a rigorous and accurate course of study. It is necessary to consider and evaluate your strengths, interests, and motivation before entering this field. So if you love mathematics and science, are passionate about technologies, electronics, creative when it comes to analysis and problem solving while having a willingness to commit long hours of hard work, electronics engineering must be just right for you. University of Mindanao has societies of electronics engineering students, a group of students that aims to promote unity, camaraderie, social transfer, and overall welfare of the University of ECE students. In this organization, you will be encouraged, empowered, pursuing your dreams, and be able to build rapport among ECE students. This is Electronics Engineering, University of Mindanao.
Okay, so I think that's conclude my presentation. So if you have any more questions, you can actually ask questions. Sir? Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Professor Larry, for those information with regards to the electronics engineering program. All right, questions from our students who are here on our Zoom and also in our YouTube channel. Do you have questions or clarifications with regards to the programs? So don't worry, sir. Professor Harley and Professor Larry, they're very accommodating naman. So they can really answer your questions. All right. So I think our students are still no like creating the questions that they want to formulate. But this time, let's have first a viewing on what are the things that they may expect the next semester and how can they enroll in UM via online. So please take a look at this. All right, so I think there's a technical glitch, but before we proceed to the online procedure for the freshmen, let's have first the question from Siegfried. Is it required? It, is there a required GPA for both programs once they want to enroll? Is that what you mean, Siegfried? Once you enroll in this program, is there a need for a GPA like 80 above or something like that?
Yes, po, sir. Yes.
All right, sir. Let's start to go with Professor Larry.
By the way, sir, again, the University of Mindanao is an open education institution. So, meaning to say, whatever your grades from the previous high school, so we are all welcoming every students who would want to enroll in the university. Yes, sir.
So Harley, you want to adapt?
Same goes for the answer, no? As mentioned by Engineer Larry, so yes, wala may required na GPA, no? Since it is an open education, so everyone is welcome, no? Regardless of their GPA from high school. So I think malang to, sir.
All right. So Siegfried, there's no minimum requirement GPA for the University of Mindanao because of its open education. So whether you're 75, the lowest, that's okay. You can still enroll in these programs that you want to. So there's no what we call discrimination in the university because UM always believes that every person has this capacity to really improve. No, meron lang time for that. So that means UM would like to give chance to everyone. So yun. So
Okay,
other
sir. Thank you po,
questions?
sir,
All right.
for
Other
answering my
questions?
question.
It's a pleasure for us, Siegfried. All right. So I think that's it. No, do you still have other questions? All right. So in order for you to be updated of the things that we're doing here in the university, and of course for the upcoming enrollment and other information of UM, you can just follow us on our social media pages, the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also TikTok. Okay, so there are contents there that may give information to you regarding the university. And please follow us and just search for @Unimed Official. And for our programs, no other programs that we offer here in the university, you can actually go also to our YouTube channel, the University of Mindanao Official, and then you can browse there and may know other information with regards to other engineering programs that we offer here in the university. Okay, and also in terms of tuition fees or scholarships of the university, you can just call on our student accounting office so that you will be guided of what are the things that you're going to do in order for you to avail scholarships here in university, and what are the ranges of tuition fee for every courses or programs. And in terms of admission and also the things that you have to do, requirements for you to enroll in the university, you can call our admission office and also our registrar office. They can accommodate you with the things that you need for you to be able to enroll in the university. And in terms of announcement of when will be the enrollment, so please keep posted on our social media pages. Again, those social media pages that we've mentioned a while ago, so that you'll be updated. All right. So I guess we're okay now with our info session for these two programs. Sir Larry and Sir Harley, final words for our freshmen. Let's start with Sir Harley.
Okay, so good afternoon again. So yeah, everyone is welcome sa program, not just for electrical engineering, but for the other programs also. So you are welcome to the University of Mindanao. So let that fire burning. So good luck and see you.
Sir Larry?
Hey, again, good afternoon, everyone. So I am happy to share my profession to everyone. So I hope that you have decided, and again, as I have saying again and again, please evaluate kung ano ba talaga yung gusto nyong maging in the future. So at according nga sa diba, sa movie na Three Idiots, diba? Sabi doon na let your passion be your profession. So whatever you want to be, just keep on chasing it, and then don't stop dreaming. Again, yun lang po. So again, the University of Mindanao is welcoming everyone. So if you want to pursue engineering, so I think this could be the best option for you. Thank you.
All right, so let your passion be your profession. And of course, in order for you to be able to grasp and be able to mold your passion to become your profession, you should choose UM. Ayan. All right, so thank you very much for joining our info session. That's it for now. See you soon here, mga ga. God bless. Bye-bye.